Hello and welcome back to a new video here in the Trading 401 channel. Today we are going to analyze Avatrade, one of the leaders Forex brokers around the world. Started in Ireland and expanded globally. It has full regulation in all around the world. We are going to explain the main features, how you can trade, how you can create an account, with different trading platform do you have to choose. So this says here a world-class trading experience in which you can trade, for example, Forex, the euro dollar, or even crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum. You can also trade with commodities, for example, gold, the crude oil, and some stocks as Tesla and Apple. You have to remember that in most of the cases you are trading with CFDs, so you are not trading with a real asset, you are trading with a future, and you can trade up or down. So if you believe that the price is going to go down, you can even get money by shorting the market inside this platform. It has really good reviews in Trustpilot. This is some of the reviews that people leave in the Trustpilot platform. In here you will have all the type of assets that are available inside the broker, and you can even, as you can see, trade with ETFs or bonds. If you like to trade with bonds in, for example, in the US market index as the Nasdaq or the S&P 500, you can also trade in here. And there are also available options, like trading with options. I believe this is something that you should avoid because the risk is so high that, in my opinion, it's hard to win. But even though if you want to trade with options, there is the possibility to do so in here. They try to focus on trade spreads. Spread is the way that the broker earns money. It's the difference between the price in which you buy an asset and the price you sell the same assets. That difference is the money that the broker makes while you trade. There is no commission, so they only earn money by the spreads. The leverage in this case is up to 30, but this depends a lot from where you're looking this video from. I'm recording this video from Europe, where the leverage is restricted in order to avoid getting too much risk. But for example, if you trade from Latin America, this leverage is going to be bigger. It has fast execution. This is important. If you are a day trader scalping, you need a broker that execute the order straight away. They have different type of platform that you have the possibility to choose between. For example, the AvatradeGo is the app that you can download to your phone, to your Google Play or Apple Store, and then you can trade using your phone. In my opinion, it's always better to trade using the computer because in there you will have more features, you will focus more on trading. Remember that it's hard to get earnings in a consistent way, so you have to focus on this activity in order to get profits. But you can also use, for example, the Webtrader, so you don't have to install nothing in particular to your computer. You enter, you log in with your account, and then you can trade straight away. They have something that is called AvaSocial, in which you can copy the performance of other traders. So if you don't want to trade by yourself and you want to delegate this to someone else, you can do copy. You can copy other ones and you can get profits, and you can also lose everything. So remember that it's always important to trade with money that you are willing to lose, and it's always important also to diversify, copying more than one trader if you want to do so. And as I said before, they also offer Avaoptions. This is trading with options in which you can bet that something is going to go up or down, but this is the most risky type of asset to trade with. They not only offer this type of platform, they also offer, for example, Metatrader 4 and Metatrader 5. These are well-known trading platforms around the world. For example, with the Metatrader 5, you can trade with up to 1,250 assets, and in Metatrader 4 is one of the most well-known trading platforms around the world. In my opinion, I will add what is called CTrader. I prefer to use CTrader rather than Metatrader 4. But at least you have these two alternatives. Where is regulated? Well, remember that when we want to choose a Forex broker, we have to focus a lot in regulation because the Forex broker is not regulated in a lot of countries. So we have to understand if a broker is regulated in the more trusted countries around the world. And this is the case. For example, it's regulated in Japan, it's regulated in South Africa, in Australia, in Israel, in Cyprus, and even is regulated in here, as I said, in Japan. So depending where you are looking this video from, the regulation of your account is going to change, but it's a good sign that this broker has 9 regulations around the world. There has some awards, and in here, as I said before, you can also trade with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. In here, if you want to understand how much you are going to pay when you trade with this platform, in here you have the full list. You have to select the type of asset that you want to trade. For example, with the euro dollar, is one of the most traded assets around the world. You can see that you can have up to 30 of leverage if you are looking this video from Europe, and you're going to pay less than 1 pip as a spread. So this spread is really low in comparison with other alternatives. But if you want to trade another type of asset, you can look in here and you can understand if this is useful for you. I trade with, for example, index, in my opinion, and in here you can understand which type of index could be useful for you in regards to, for example, spreads and margin trading and so on. In here we can understand that we can trade with Metatrader 4. It's one of the most useful traders around the world. You can make your own technical analysis. You can add some indicators, oscillators, trending lines, and in that way you can decide if it is better to short the market or buy a long position in order to make money. You can always limit your losses using stop loss and take profit, and in here you have the whole thing. For example, with this type of platform, you have to deposit a minimum of £100, so the minimum deposit is really low in comparison with other alternatives. You remember that you can use the link that I leave you in the description and in the first comment. In that way, you're going to help the channel to keep growing, and you're going to get a bonus to start trading with. They also offer the Metatrader 5, so if you want to trade, for example, with stocks, you can create an account using Metatrader 5, and in that way you are going to have more alternatives to trade with. This is the evolution of the Metatrader 4. And if you don't are allowed, for example, if you use a computer from your work and that it doesn't allow you to install anything in your computer, you can also use the Webtrader platform. In there you can also make technical analysis and define stop loss, take profit, and so on. In here, for example, we have a video explaining how you can do to create your first trade. You can decide in which you want to make a trade. In this example, they focus on gold, and in here you want to decide if you want to short the market, you want to buy the gold for the long term. You decide the amount of money or the amount of lot that you want to open, and depending the margin requirements and also the leverage, you are going to be able to do so. You can decide the stop loss, the take profit, to limit the losses, and to take profit in order to make money when you hit your target. And that's it. You place the trade, and in there you are going to see the whole details of your transaction. Which other fees they are planning to charge you? Well, you have to read the whole list if you are focusing on start trading with this platform. As I said before, they make money by charging you a small spread each time you buy or sell any type of assets, but there is an additional fee that is called overnight fee. So if you are planning to buy an asset and keep it for the long term, you have to understand this. When you are trading with futures, as it is in this platform, you are going to pay a small overnight fee that is going to sum up every day that you keep holding that position. So in my opinion, this type of brokers is not recommended for the long term. It's more focused on day trading or scalping, because if you open and close the trade in the same business day, you are not going to pay any other overnight fee. This is also important. If you don't use your account for more than 3 months, you're going to start paying $50, 50 euros, or 50 pounds, depending the type of account that you have. So keep this in mind. You have to keep trading at least 1 time per 3 months in order to avoid this inactivity fee and also administration fee. If you keep using the platform, you are not going to pay nothing at all. And remember that you can also create a demo account in order to understand how this platform works before deposit any type of money. So in this way, you are going to reduce the risk. You can understand everything, and then you start trading with real money. How you can do to deposit and withdraw money? This is a really important question. You can use any debit or credit card, MasterCard or Visa. You can also use PayPal in case that you are, for example, in Europe. But if you are in a more complicated countries, for example, in Latin America or Africa or Asia, you can also use Skrill and Neteller. These are two alternatives that I explain in details in the channel. Skrill is an e-wallet in which you can deposit money in an easier way from different type of platform, even with cash. And then from Skrill, you can deposit straight away to Avatrade. The same happens when you want to withdraw. It's always going to go first to the first deposit method that you used before, and then you can deposit anywhere you choose. You can also use perfect money, wire transfer, and more type of deposit and withdrawal methods depending where are you looking this video from. This is a cool feature that could be useful for you. It's called duplitrade. Duplitrade is a way to copy the performance or the losses of another trader. So if you are not so professional, you don't want to spend money or time trading by yourself, you can decide to copy someone else, and if that person, that trader, generate income, you can generate passive income in an easier way. But remember that the gains are not guaranteed, so you can win money and you can also lose money. You can understand some stats, so you can decide which trader do you want to copy. You have the whole list. You can filter by different parameters, for example, the win rates, the wicks, the followers, the chart, the amount of net profit versus losses, and so on. So if you decide to copy, you can copy more than once, but remember that you have to deposit a minimum of $2,000 in order to start using this alternative. As I said before, we have to always focus on regulation. Avatrade has more than 400,000 customers around the world. They are fully regulated in Europe, Australia, Japan, British Virgin Island, United European Arab, and South Africa. The trading website is in more than 20 languages, and in here they say that they focus on education, security, support, service, and the trading platform. In here you have the whole list of the different regulations. Depending the country you are looking from, you are going to have different regulations, and also how you can do to create an account. You can use the link that I leave you in the description and the first comment. In that way you're going to help the channel to keep growing, and you're going to get a bonus depending the country you are looking this video from. You complete with your name, your last name, an email, a phone. You have to be sure to complete with this partner code. You have to click in here, I have a partner code, click the copy there, and that's it. You click in this one if you agree with the terms and conditions. You can create an account straight away. And if you're a beginner, could be useful this tab because they try to help you understand how this world works, so you can start trading and understand how you can limit the losses, you can take profit, how the leverage works, and so on. This is the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, to leave a comment if you have any question, and we will see you on the next video.